It's a distinct possibility, but if this has anything to do with the abomination that we've seen in the other world where all the life has been sucked out, I would hate to see what came through the portal.
That doesn't help Tunney at all.
As that thought crosses your mind, you hear a very, very, very loud screeching and crack sound. Pop.
Mother of a...
Holy shit, it's the Kraken!
Close enough.
Placard.
It's a giant sort of spore floating in the sky with dark tendrils emanating all around it. Probably about 100, 200 feet in the air.
You dirty rascals! I signed up for treasure and dames! What is this?
It doesn't move. It's literally just orbiting with its tendrils spinning around.
Tunney readies his bow, pointing toward the... looking back towards the droid. Can you talk to it? Talk to it!
I don't think that that's natural, but I can try.
Well, talk to it before Doug does!
He just runs in with his sword, tries to throw a sword 200 feet in the air.
Yeah, I don't think that's natural, and that's definitely not going to tell me what it is.
Like, how are you trying to speak to it? Are you speaking it, like, common? Or...
With one of the droid abilities, it should be under my class
so
ability.
you just naturally speaking the way that it understands.
It's called Wild Empathy. It gives this ability functions just like a diplomacy check made to improve the attitude of a person, but it only works on animals.
Yeah, that isn't going to work.
Intelligent beasts or magical beasts. I could do it on a magical beast, but it's at a -4 penalty.
Is this thing actually that big? Like, is it Colossus?
It's, like, huge, yeah. It's probably, like, 6, 7, like, buses wide, put it that way.
Tunney would like to walk around the other side of the rock.
Can I try to say hi to it in Infernal?
Infernal? You could try. Okay, so how would you try and speak to it? Actually, I'll try and make it simulate more of what its size would actually be. There you go. That's probably the better way of doing it. I'll move that onto a map player. There you go. So you guys can actually walk around underneath it and still see.
Yeah.
So it's just this massive, giant orb of like green and skulls and floating in the sky.
What Doug doesn't know is the only language he really knows is violence.
Well, I'll say hi in Infernal.
As you try and speak to it, whoever like tries to speak to it, you hear a sort of humming sound for a couple seconds, and it stops.
If that's
Okay.
the language, I don't know.
Yeah, it repeats back the same. It does the same.
Are there actually skeletons and shit floating around inside of the gelatinous monster?
Yeah, it's just like it's full of corpses. Yeah. You can see like, bits of armor and weaponry and corpses and skulls floating around inside of it.
Okay, do I recognize any of the humming as a dialect that I might know?
No.
Okay.
I don't know any of this what you guys are doing. I know that thing eats, and it eats people. I'd like to.
The question is like, how do you really want to try and deal with this? How long? Okay, does everyone just want to leave him humming?
Yes, at this point in time, yes, until we can
Okay.
figure out
After
something.
about 5 minutes of Kelly humming, there's a very, very loud screech.
What is Doug humming? Does he know what he's humming?
Doug has been humming for the last 5 minutes.
There we go.
I understand that, but what is he humming like "fuck your mother"? What is he humming?
That's what you hear. There we go. Yeah, you recognize that sound.
Yeah.
What the hell?
That's actually from the Lost World, but yeah.
Oh my god.
That was the Lost World. That's the scene where they're in the grass.
I've got to take what I get, boys. I've got to take what I get. It just says Velociraptor screech.
That's the Lost World because it might even be 3 because 3 they do all those like all those
I can't
chants.
believe you remember that.
Yeah, because they have that windpipe or whatever.
The movies are abysmal. Dear God. Okay. Anyways, you hear a very, very loud screech, and then for a second it's silent, and then it asks, "What the fuck are you doing?" in perfect common. It's a very monotone. What the fuck are you doing? Though it doesn't really have emotion in its voice. I'm gonna try and do that.
Well,
He says that it wasn't needed. If you just spoke to me at normal for a couple of minutes, I could have speak normally. It was trying to work out your voice patterns. Yeah.
oh,
Wait for Jordy.
technically we were
Johnny.
speaking.
Run it and throw a spear or something.
I'm not throwing anything at this. This thing's the size of a battleship.
Just collapses on you all and kills you.
No.
Don't have fun.
Well, Mr. Big Glob Thing, are you happen to be hungry?
Yeah, doesn't really. It just sort of spins there for a second, and then it goes, "Hey, pink squishy thing, why would you think that?"
Well, you know, yeah, I can see your insides there, and I see you got a nice diet of knights.
Do you say that to him? Oh, out game. Okay, right. Right. I was like, please say that in game. Okay, right. So it pretty much just says what I said, and then it just goes silent. While spinning still.
I'm getting dizzy from spinning.
Well, shouldn't some of the magic users be questioning this thing? Because like my character only speaks common. And,
Well, it's spoken common back to you.
Yes.
yeah, and I'm just saying, like my characters only can like use like magic wands and shit. Like he's just not very magically inept.
Oh.
You know who doesn't want to fuck with the big gelatinous monster? The wizard. I don't want to fuck with that one bit.
I'm getting dizzy because from the spinning.
Who's the weakest character right now, like in terms of strength and like stat-wise?
I have
me.
10 strength.
I have 12.
No, like just overall stats. Who do you reckon is the weakest in the group?
It's hard
I don't
to
know, probably
decipher.
me.
I mean, like it's hard to determine because like the druid probably is the weakest stat-wise, like mixed in, like with being able to melee and stuff. But he's also like a combat/spellcaster.
I guess. Okay,
I've got
well,
2 16s, 2 12s, and 2 10s.
we'll do this the only way that I know how. 2K passes out.
Yes.
There we go. 2K
Well,
was weak from his injuries before and passes out.
Even though I'm healed.
Magical heals, bro.
Yep.
I don't think my character's been damaged yet in this campaign.
No, I don't think so. Yeah, no, you haven't because you didn't take the 2d6. Okay, so what do you guys want to do? It's just floating there, and one of you guys is passed out. 2K's passed out.
I would like to ask, did you do that?
A couple seconds pass by, and then it says it refers to you as pink squishy thing. It's pink squishy meat bag. There you go. It refers it says pink squishy meat bag. It's not me that did this. It's this place.
Can you get us out of here?
Would you happen to be territorial? Because, you know, I'm perfectly fine with leaving this territory if you want to let us know how.
He says it isn't his job to direct people out of here. It's his job to clean up the remains.
What can you tell us of this place?
You said the word job. Where I come from, jobs mean that you have a higher power.
Look, it refers to you again as Pink Meatbag, and it says, "Yes, I am a higher power, but it is not my job to direct you."
I didn't ask if you're a higher power. I said, do you have a higher power? Because usually when you wait for somebody else.
It says yes. It literally just like for it's silent, and it goes yes.
What can you tell us of this plane?
Well, it's silent for a couple seconds, and then looks at you and goes, "Second Pink Meatbag. It's not my job to tell you about anything about this plane." It's silent for a second. Goes, "Yes, you idiot." It knows you're the idiot of the group. That's why it's referring to you as that.
Well, here's the thing. You obviously don't want to tell us how to get out, and you obviously have told us it's your job to clean up. What do you clean up after?
It just says the land.
Can
Is
you
the land of
elaborate?
anything?
No, just the land. Like it's referring to like this plane.
Is the land a living thing?
Tony points down to Leah Doe and motions toward the druid that maybe probably check her.
Yeah,
Slowly.
I'm gonna go up here, check on her.
Out
Use
of
a-
character? This is probably a good time to start robbing the cleric blind.
The cleric
Yeah.
has
I'm giving the chances. As you check the body of the person who passed out, they are slowly turning blue.
Alright.
Are you going to relay that?
The wizard, Drogo, you need to get over here.
Okay.
Some type of magical force seems to be siphoning your life.
God damn it. 1 second. Roll 20 is being a piece of shit.
You said you got to
Laughed up
think
in
on
your
your feet,
happy
think on your
meeting.
feet, think on your feet.
Okay. I'm moving over towards there. And I lost roll 20. For fuck's sakes. Alright.
Laptop difficulties for the win. Just one.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What do you want to say to it? It says a bit slow. It goes quiet for a second and then says, "Well, that's pretty normal for someone so slow as you." It likes baiting its prey, apparently.
Tony leaning down with the druid and the wizard. Well, obviously the simpleton in the group is keeping it active. How the hell do we get out of here?
As you say that, all you hear is a loud booming voice saying, "There is no escape."
Yep.
Oh my god! What?
This is what happens here.
hmm The trolling is real.
Yeah.
Okay, how do I get the app back?
Do an Arcana check.
Well, the big Jill thinks that there's no escape.
Well,
But
no,
I don't believe that one bit. There's a teleportation system here. You seen the barbarian just a minute ago run through the teleporter and come out somewhere else? Maybe there's different planes of existence, planetary shifts.
Pretty clever, actually. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't expect that from you, Johnny. I don't know. It's up to you guys how you want to refer to this. Like when there, like, voice came across saying there is no escape, it was with emotion, and it didn't seem to come from it. It just seemed to emanate from all around you.